The Gospel according to Mark, chapter 4, passage 6, the parable of the growing seed. And he said, "The kingdom of God is like a man who casts seed upon the ground. Whether he is asleep or awake, night and day the seed sprouts and grows, though he knows not how. The earth produces crops by itself, first the blade, then the ear, then the full grain in the ear. And when the crop is ripe, he immediately puts the sickle to it, because the harvest has come." Let us look at this from the perspective of faith. Jesus uses the image of the growing seed to convey the mystery of God's kingdom. The seed sown in the ground, although initially invisible, eventually yields a harvest, just as God's will, often invisible and difficult to understand, operates in our lives. The process of growth is natural, independent of our will. Jesus points out that while man has the honor of sowing the seed, he cannot control how it grows. It is God's power that allows the seed to sprout and produce fruit. It is a lesson about God's actions, which are not always immediately apparent, yet certain to bring forth fruits that are part of a larger plan. This parable teaches us that not everything we do in God's name must yield immediate results. Often, we must wait for our actions in God's service to mature and bear spiritual fruit. By sowing seeds of faith, love, and goodness, we should trust that although we may not always see immediate results, God's power is at work in our lives and in the lives of others. The seed grows in ways that are not always comprehensible to us, but God has a plan that inevitably leads to a harvest of fruits at the right time. Jesus reminds us that our role is in sowing, in our daily faith, love, and actions. We do not need to understand exactly how God's will operates, but we should trust that our work in His service will have effects in God's time. When the time for harvest comes, the spiritual fruits of our efforts will become visible, transforming our lives and the lives of others. It is an invitation to patience, trust, and faithfulness in our faith, because God makes our work meaningful, even if we do not see the results immediately. Thank you for the time we've shared. May God bless you, your friend.